want to do here today is talk about how to submit a winning offer when you're in a multiple offer situation, right? And if you've bought a home before, you may have put an offer in on a home and you didn't get it, right? You didn't get it. And it's a gut punch. I mean, it really takes you back to when you got rejected, well, at least for me in high school from a girl, or you didn't get that job promotion, or you didn't get into that school. And it's a very humbling experience, and it can really feel like you almost have no chance out there, especially when you're going against multiple offers for a home that you really love. But I want to talk about 3 things that you can put together in your offer that are going to make you stand apart from maybe all the other offers that are out there, and then how to use an escalation clause to your advantage in the event that you have multiple offers. So the first component that I really want to talk about here is, that's the dollars and cents sign, is going to be your lender letter, right? Lender letters are never completely created equal. So you want to try to work with somebody that's local here, that is available by cell phone or just a quick phone call. Because when we submit that offer to the seller, the listing agent's going to call to verify all of your info. And how great is it if they can say, hey, you know what? I know Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I already have their W-2s. I have their 1040s. I have their pay stubs. We've done verifications of employment. They are ready to go. That's going to give that selling agent or that listing agent so much confidence when they go over your offer with that particular seller to say, hey, these guys are ready to go. I talked to them. They're local. They're not working with a big box bank that's 3 time zones away, and they're ready to go. So again, your lender letter is going to be very important. Try to work with somebody that's going to be local. The second thing that I want to talk about here is your timeline, right? And I'm not just talking about your closing timeline, right? Obviously, that's going to coincide with your lender letter, because more often than not, sellers are going to want to move quickly, or at least you can showcase that you can move quickly and adjust things from there. But when I talk about timeline, it's going to be the contingencies that you want to have within your offer, right? The things that you might want to have are a home inspection done, or a radon test done, or environmental test done. But we don't want to have these contingencies spread out over, multiple days or weeks. So especially with a home inspection, the one thing you want to do is call a company or two and find out exactly how quickly they can make it their way out to that property before you submit that offer. So if the listing agent shows one offer and it says, hey, they can have a home inspection done within 7 days, but you did due diligence and found out that you can have somebody at the property within 24 hours and have it back and ready to go within 3 days, man, that's going to really show that you've got a lot of commitment on that part, and it's going to, again, differentiate your offer from somebody else, right? There's so many moving parts within a real estate transaction that we want to move as quickly as possible. And again, showing that seller that we're committed to the process. And then the last thing, right, it's price. It's all about the money, right? It comes down to the money. It's going to come down to that. And so we want to take a look at what the comparables are in that area, how quickly those properties have moved, and then how much you love that property, right? And so in the event that we have a situation where we have multiple offers, there's definitely a tool that I suggest that we use to our advantage, and it's called an escalation clause. So I'm just going to erase these right here. This is going to kind of be my wild card here. An escalation clause basically says this: you know what? Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the sales price on this home is $650,000. And you say, you know what? I want to offer full ask. I'm ready to go. But we found out, or we know that there are going to be multiple offers in that particular situation. And it's probably going to go above and beyond that sales price, right? So let's put together an escalation clause. So then that way, in the event that we have a lot of offers, we're going to have a cap on how far above and beyond this price we want to go. Right, so you and I, or you and your listing agent or buying agent, and your family, you sit down and you say, you know what? I'm willing to pay $665,000. So it's a $15,000 difference between the sales prices. And if I don't get it, I'm okay with that. You can sleep at night. And that's one of the biggest things that I tell people is, what's your max price that you can walk away and sleep at night knowing that you didn't get it, right? So in this situation here, let's say that we have 5 offers, and the second highest offer here was $663,000. $600,000. Well, all of a sudden, that means that you've still got a higher price at $665,000. So from a number standpoint, you're going to win out, right? So typically what we have is an escalating factor that says whatever the second highest offer is, if you've offered more than that, you're going to offer $1,000 more. So that means the property is going to be yours at $664,000. So you beat out 4 other offers. Now again, it's not an exact science, but we put together a couple different things. We had a strong lender letter, right, that showed that we were showcased, underwritten, ready to go. Our timelines as far as our inspections were good. We showed that we're fully invested and that we want to offer at least full ask for the price. And in addition to that, we were willing to pay above and beyond what the actual listing price was with all the multiple offers that we had. So keep those things in mind, so then that way you don't feel like I felt back in high school when I got rejected or you didn't get that job. And you can go into a property with confidence, with your head held high and ready to roll and knowing that you can get that house. So I hope these tools really helped you, and good luck to you. Thanks.